The semantic web isn't inherently complex. The semantic web language, at its heart, is very, very simple. It's just about the relationships between things. The dream behind the web is of a common information space in which we communicate by sharing information. The goal of the web is to serve humanity. We build it now so that those who come to it later will be able to create things that we cannot ourselves imagine.
Anyone who has lost track of time when using a computer knows the propensity to dream, the urge to make dreams come true, and the tendency to miss lunch. There are billions of neurons in our brains, but what are neurons? Just cells. The brain has no knowledge until connections are made between neurons. All that we know, all that we are, comes from the way our neurons are connected. I think in general it's clear that most bad things come from misunderstanding, and communication is generally the way to resolve misunderstandings, and the web's a form of communications, so it generally should be good. Intellectual property is an important legal and cultural issue. Society as a whole has complex issues to face here, private ownership versus open source, and so on. When it comes to professionalism, it makes sense to talk about being professional in IT. Standards are vital so that IT professionals can provide systems that last. I don't believe in the sort of eureka moment idea. I think it's a myth. I'm very suspicious that actually Archimedes had been thinking about that problem for a long time. The ultimate goal of the web is to support and improve our web-like existence in the world. We clump into family, association, and companies. Computers might not find the solutions to our problems, but they would be able to do the bulk of the legwork required, assist our human minds in intuitively finding ways through the maze. Freedom of connection with any application to any party is the fundamental social basis of the Internet. And now, is the basis of the society built on the Internet. The web is more a social creation than a technical one. I designed it for a social effect, to help people work together, and not as a technical toy. It's mine, you can't have it. If you want to use it for something, then you have to negotiate with me. I have to agree, I have to understand what I'm getting in return. Technology innovation is starting to explode, and having open source material out there really helps this explosion. You get students and researchers involved, and you get people coming through and building startups based on open source products. What I do has to be a function of what I can do, not a function of what people ask me to do. We need diversity of thought in the world to face the new challenges.
Data is a precious thing and will last longer than the systems themselves. To be a hacker, when I use the term, is somebody who is creative and does wonderful things. The dream behind the web is of a common information space in which we communicate by sharing information.